Thank you, Minister. Senator Williams.
Thank you, Mr President. Mr President, my question is to the Minister for Indigenous Affairs, Senator Scullion, representing the Minister for Agriculture. I haven't asked it yet. Will the Minister update the Senate about the benefits of the China-Australia Free Trade Agreement for Australian farmers, please?
The Minister for Indigenous Affairs, representing the Minister for Agriculture, Senator Scullion.
I thank the honourable senator for his question. Mr President, it is vital to highlight that China is now the world's largest importer of agricultural food and fishery products, worth well over $115 billion US, and that was in the 2013 calendar year. This means there's fierce competition to supply the Chinese market, and with this agreement Australia is well placed to meet that challenge. Mr President, the FTA is a very good result for agriculture in Australia, all the food and fisheries producers and exporters. It closes the gap between Australia and those who already have FTAs with China, such as New Zealand, Chile and the ASEAN nations. The agreement struck by this government provides a significant advantage over our major competitors, such as the US and the EU, who do not have FTAs with China. The signing of the China Free Trade Agreement last week is a significant milestone for Australian agriculture, and now we can work towards this agreement coming into force later this year. Mr President, the significance of this market for Australian primary producers lies in the fact that we exported around $9 billion worth of agricultural products to China in 2014, at tariffs of up to 30%, which makes us less competitive and our producers less profitable. This FTA agreement eliminates tariffs on many key products, mostly within 4 to 8 years, including key growth commodities like beef, sheep meat, hide, skins, livestock, dairy, horticulture, wine and seafood. That means that the blockages on the other end of our supply chains are being removed by this agreement, and this is proof that this government is truly committed to achieving real outcomes for rural and regional Australia.
Thank you, Minister. Senator Williams, a supplementary question.
Thank you, Mr President. Can the Minister explain how the government's white papers on Northern Australia and on agricultural competitiveness will deliver for rural and regional Australia?
Minister.
I certainly can, Mr President. As last week, in further sign of our commitment to regional and rural Australia, this government released the Developing North Australian White Paper. We're investing $700 million in transport infrastructure, including $100 million to upgrade cattle roads. In addition, we are investing $75 million to establish a Northern Cooperative Research Centre with a focus on agriculture to help solve some of the issues that have impeded development in the past. We have set aside $200 million for water infrastructure capital spending in the north, and additional funds to fund water development studies. Having water available in the right area is crucial for economic growth. Mr President, the measures outlined are but a few of the initiatives contained in this landmark document, and it will be complemented with a further vision for agriculture more broadly when the Minister for Agriculture releases the Agricultural Competitive White Paper in the coming weeks.
Thank you, Minister. Senator Williams, a final supplementary.
Thank you, Mr President. Is the Minister aware of any alternate policies for rural and regional Australia, and if so, what would be their effect?
Minister.
As it happens, Mr President, I'm not actually aware of any alternative policies that would support regional and rural Australia, at least certainly none from those opposite. In fact, Mr President, in 6 or so years under the previous government, we saw agriculture become nothing more than a policy afterthought. A slashing of the Agriculture Department's budget, shutting down of trades, complete lack of interest or understanding in rural and regional Australia typified their time in office. By contrast, Mr President, we have 2 white papers, 3 free trade agreements, 6 new live export markets, which are the tip of the iceberg when it comes to this government's commitment to agriculture. We on this side believe our prosperity as a nation is intrinsically linked with the fortunes of rural and regional Australia. We will continue to ensure we do our best to deliver better outcomes for our primary producers and our rural and regional communities into the future.